right, let's talk about here in the bunker. Okay, what we need to do in order to get this ball out. If I wanted to get this out, is the club contacting the ball to get it out if we're in a greenside bunker? No, it's just the sand, right? So it's the sand that forces the ball out. So we need to get this club to go underneath it. Okay, everybody, that makes sense to everybody? Sure. Okay. So how we interact with the sand is probably the crucial part. Okay, do we want to enter the sand and have our club head just stick into the ground like that? Because we dig into it. We're trying to get this club head underneath it, but if we do it too much and we're hitting down at it, okay, and we enter the sand right here and we stop our club, the force of that sand is not going to get it out, right? Okay, so we need to have a good understanding of interaction with the club to the sand. So if I just showed that to you, okay, and leaning in, hitting down on it, what's leading? The leading edge of the club, right? So we need to understand what the bounce is on the club. The bounce is this lower part, back part of the wedge. Okay, we're going to use that part in order to skim across the sand. Okay, so if I open up my club face a little bit, okay, it takes the leading edge off the ground. That's why we want to open up our club face when we're in a bunker here. So now if I go through, now it kind of skims the sand. It keeps the momentum going. Okay, the acceleration through that I create keeps that going, and that force will get that ball out. Sand using the force. Okay? So that's the first thing we want to do is we want to open up our club face. Now the second thing we want to do is make sure we have a wide stance, because we want to make a pretty good swing at this in order to have that acceleration needed to pop this ball out and get it out. Okay, so we have to take a nice wide stance in order to accommodate that big movement that we're trying to do. Next, what we want to do is we want to have that ball position a little bit more ahead of center, because we want to enter the sand a little behind it in order to get this club head to go underneath it. Okay, so we want that ball a little bit ahead of center, and I'm going to point off to the left a little bit. Okay, the reason I want to point off to the left, or have a little open towards the target, is because I want a good descending blow coming down at the ball. If I set up square, okay, or even closed, and I follow my body, where am I going to end up hitting the ground? Probably back behind, right? So if I set up a little close or square, and I try to lean back and help the ball up, I'm going to enter the sand way back, try to scoop it up, and that ball's not going to go anywhere. So I want a good descending blow at it. So I'm going to open up to the target a little bit. Okay? I'm going to get down in the sand. I want to have a nice lower quiet body, and I want to keep my weight on my front foot. If I keep my weight on my front foot, that'll stop me from going back this way. Okay? Again, we never want to help the ball out of the sand. We're trying to get this club head to go underneath it. Okay? So a little bit more weight on my front side. Now when I go through here, I want to keep that club face a little open going through it in order to maximize that use of that bounce. Okay, so how do we do that? Okay, so if I'm here and I come back here, and that face, my right palm is sticking up in the air, right? Okay, when I come back here, that right palm is sticking up in the air. When I come through and I keep that club face where it was, my right palm is still stuck looking at me. Okay, and then when I go through, that right palm is still up in the air. So it matches the face where I'm going through. So I want to feel like I'm taking my right hand and kind of gliding it underneath the ball, okay, and making sure that club face stays open through. So it's almost like a crescent. So I'm trying to slide my hand underneath the ball here. So if I do that, okay, I come through and then through again, I'm going to keep that face open through the whole swing in order to have that ball launch out in a nice high, get it out of that greenside bunker. Okay, I'm going to show you here, wide stance. Okay, I'm open up that club face. Okay, I'm open to the target. I'm going to slide my right hand underneath. Good acceleration through. That ball pops out of the sand. Okay? So we got some stations set up, so let's pick a station.